Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for watching this video. This is our second quarter update video. I just want to share with you guys a little bit about what's been happening in the last few months in our ministry and in our family. So thanks for checking this out. I'm going to try to keep it to about 5 minutes so it doesn't get too long. If you haven't seen or heard, if you've seen Ashley's posts or my Facebook post, or Instagram. Over the last few weeks, I've been sick, I've been knocked out, so thank you for your prayers. I got a viral infection in my face, and it was just a crazy deal. The doctors really couldn't figure out what it was, but they got me on some antibiotics, got me taken care of. But the last month, I've just been knocked out. Spent about a week in bed, and then it's been a few weeks recovering. My eyes are still puffy, and if you can tell, and recovering. But I just wanted to say thank you for those of you who text and called and showed up, who live where we live, and showed up with dinners, and you were a part of all the love that you sent our way. Thank you so much. Even if you just saw the post on Facebook and said a quick prayer for us, thank you so much. It's been a wild few weeks, but I'm on the mend and recovering and getting better. Our family, we've had just a great summer so far. It's been super busy as the summer's broken out in the last couple weeks here. Girls are out of school, and we got a camping weekend squeezed in there finally last weekend, and it's just been really a good summer before it starts picking up here in the next month. And so we've really enjoyed some good family time with friends in our backyard. That's one of our favorite things to do. And thanks for just being with us on this journey as we're in missions and we're going after the exploited. A lot of times people forget that we're a family too. We got to go have a little fun and be with each other and not be missionaries, but just be a family. And the last couple weeks, as I've recovered, we've really had a chance to do that. So thanks for those of you who have been hanging out with us and being a part of that. We love each and every one of you. So as far as missions goes, we've had the incredible opportunity to host 112 volunteers from around the nation who have come into Vegas with teams to serve the exploited, serve the city of Las Vegas through all of our partner organizations who are on the ground there in Vegas. And it's been an incredible time of serving and learning and just reaching those who are being exploited. What I love about teams who come into Vegas is they not only learn valuable skills on how to reach the exploited in their communities, but they're educated by the best around the nation who are working in this field. And they get to take that home and they get to use those skills and that education to make an impact in their community. And after being in this work for, I think we're at 7 years now of being missionaries and working in this field, we've really learned that it's about building capacity, it's about partnerships, it's about working with people. It's not one organization or one person who can make this happen, but it's about everyone coming together to make a bigger impact around our world. And that's what missions teams are doing. It's educating those who are passionate about this work and giving them skill sets. And so we have been super just blown away by all the churches and Chi Alpha teams and colleges who have jumped on board and said, hey, we're gonna come to Vegas, we're gonna serve the city, we're gonna reach the lost, we're gonna reach the vulnerable and the exploited, and then we're gonna take that back and put that into play in our communities. So we're super, super thankful that everyone who has been on a team have been so generous and said, hey, we're here to serve. And I love that because it's not just a 1 hour class. It's not, they come and they serve and they work hard. It's not just a 30-minute session or something, but it's 5 intense days of learning and going out onto the streets in the vulnerable neighborhoods, seeing trafficking face to face with their own eyes. And that, I think, is changing our world. It's changing our communities, and it's making a significant impact in trafficking. So super thankful for that. Through those trips and those teams serving, we've been able to get into 80 illegal massage businesses. We call them IMBs, or illegal brothels. We've been in about 80 on a regular basis this year. And in the last quarter, we had SAGU and Valley Forge come in, Assemblies of God colleges serve with us, as well as multiple churches. And we've seen over 100 hygiene packs that individuals and churches, colleges, whoever have filled for us, sent to us. We've seen over 100 of those go into the hands of forced sex workers. Now we're unable to respond in that moment because there's technically nothing illegal that's happening in that moment, but we've been able to offer them that gift, which is wrapped and beautiful, and inside that gift is a card with a number that they can call. We've seen fruit in the past, and this is putting out the bait, it's putting out the nets, and we're hoping and praying that God provides that increase. We plant the seed, some water, and then God is the God of the harvest to bring that in. And so we are so thankful that through volunteer teams coming into Vegas, we've been able to connect with over 100 forced sex workers and get those hygiene packs out. We've also been able to connect with over 400 working prostituted women in the Las Vegas Strip area. So those are young ladies who are actively working or being forced to work as escorts in Las Vegas. And through our strategic outreaches, with volunteer teams and people, our missionary teams who work with us, our co-laboring missionaries, we've been able to reach out to over 400 escorts and working girls and just say, hey, if you ever want help out of the life, if you ever need help, if there's some moment in your world where you can step out and call this number and connect with us, we would love to be there and help. You can trust us. And we've been doing this on a regular basis the last few years, building relationships. And what I love about it is that we have regular connection with these girls who say, hey, I know your team, you contacted me 6 weeks ago, and I know who you are. Thank you so much for continually offering support and prayer and help and building. We've been building relationships over the last few years, and I love that when teams come in, we get to talk to some of those same girls, and they just respond with love and say, hey, thank you, but not now. And so it's a real weird dynamic situation to be able to speak into their lives, but they continue in the life. And we're praying that one day when they're in a hard spot, a tough spot, when they have a moment to step out of that life, when they're away from their controller, they're gonna call us and we'll be able to respond. So super grateful. It's been a super, I'm saying super a lot, but it's been a super awesome 6 months on the mission this year in 2021, and we're excited for the rest of the year. So those are just a few of the updates and stats about what we've been up to the last 3 months. So again, thank you so much for what you do. We could not do it without you, and it's not just us, it's an amazing missionary team who partners with us to make all of this happen. It's not just Ashley and I, so continue to pray for each and every one of the missionaries that work in this Las Vegas mission that we jump into every month, and all of our work around the nation as well. So thank you guys so much. That's our second quarter updates. If you have questions, want to connect with us, just make sure you send me an email, andrew@freeinternational.org. Look us up on social media, send us a message. We'd love to answer questions and get to know you more if you're a supporter and a partner with us in prayer, and have a conversation, get you plugged in, get you on a team to Vegas. However we can plug you in, we would love to do that. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for your prayers and support.